here today with this lovely lady with whom I've known for probably over 20 years. I know over 20 years, but I was trying to pinpoint it. I think it may be 25 years.
Yes.
She is the Reverend the Reverend Jacquelyn Hawkins. We affectionately call her Jackie Hawkins. She is a business owner. She is a phenomenal singer, a phenomenal preacher, and a phenomenal person. Welcome to the show.
Why, thank you so much for having me today.
Hey. Well, it's good to have you here.
Yes, it's good to be
long
here.
overdue.
Wonderful.
Listen, you've been singing all your life.
I have.
How'd you get started singing?
I started singing in church. My father was the minister of music at the Guiding Light Refuge Baptist Church.
Where's that located?
On Central Avenue. They are still in existence.
Okay.
So he was the minister of music, and he had his children, singing in the choir, and so that's how we actually got started. He didn't believe that I could sing.
Right.
I didn't believe I could sing either.
So, at what age did you sing your first solo?
I think I was 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he didn't take long for him to figure out that you could sing.
Right.
And you all been singing ever since. And then your daddy started the Hawkins Singers.
Yes. He was in a group before that, the Culminaires. They were a phenomenal group that was really popular back in the 60s and 70s.
Both male and female?
Yes. He was the pianist, but mainly the women did the singing. And there was a gentleman named Mr. Grooms. He was the manager.
What role did your mom play in that whole scenario?
Making sure that he got to the engagement on time.
Right. Well, you're following in your dad's footsteps. He was also a hairstylist as well.
He was.
I didn't get a chance to see him, but one time he was at a shop on Benning Road in Northeast Washington.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I had the pleasure of traveling with y'all to Switzerland.
You
I almost didn't make that flight. I was young.
Oh my
I think
God.
I left my passport at home.
Passport.
And my dad had to drive me all the way from Dulles Airport back to home to make that flight. But that surely was a privilege. And you all recorded a CD. I was part of that as well.
Yes.
Tell me about your upbringing. What was it like being around a musical family? Your sister sings.
Right. So I remember my dad used to have anniversaries. And oh my God, that was like the craziest time because they were getting their outfits together and they were getting all the music together, and it was just like sheer pandemonium. Outside of that, he was just never home because he was always traveling.
Right.
So we're like, we love you, Dad, wherever you are. So he would be gone a lot because he worked a lot, and ministry on Saturdays and Sundays. So yeah.
Right. Well,
but it was fun.
All of his anointing, a lot of his talent and gifted, of course, it shined down on you and your sister Judy, and your other sister Cynthia. I can't forget her. But you have been the one to just kind of branch out and do many things. Singing with the Ministers of Music back in the day. That's when I met you.
Yes.
What else have you done that I don't know about?
Okay. I've sung backup for a couple of artists, and Patrick being one. I've had some solos with Patrick, and of course you. I've been singing. How long have I been singing with you?
21 years.
21 years.
Yeah.
And I really have to say I cannot turn that. I just can't get that out of my head that I've been with you for 21 years, and it has been a pleasure to sing with you.
Well, God bless you. It's been a pleasure having you. I think you're the only original member that's with me now. Well, I don't think I know to be true, although it was you. There was a couple others. Ralph and some others, and Karen Beverly. The names just go on and on. But when you're in the ministry that long, it's just really, it's almost impossible for everybody to stay around that long.
That's true.
For one reason or another.
But we have a phenomenal group now. We do.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We have some people that are young at heart.
Yes.
And some people that are still trying to stay young.
Yes.
I know they don't like when I say that just now. They're no longer young.
That's right. And I have to be a part of that club.
Right. You're just trying to stay young. Right.
Yes. Oh.
When did you branch out and decide to have your own business as a hairstylist?
Well, I was working in the medical field, believe it or not. And I worked in the medical field for like 15 years. and I kept getting laid off. And I said, there's got to be a better way. And the Lord impressed upon me, like, you know what, you really need to start doing hair. It was going to be either hair or be a mortician.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's one of my aspirations too.
Yeah.
You still like it?
I still do. And one of the services I provide for my clients, I do their hair, their last hairdo. So I go to the funeral home.
Oh my goodness, that's special.
Yeah, I go to the funeral home and do their hair and makeup if that's possible. But
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But I started doing hair in 1999.
Is that right?
Yeah. So my hands
I would
tired.
I would get into more of the mortuary science thing, but I don't want to freak my listeners out. I can dig deep. My wife like this. Don't talk about it no more.
No more.
You're such a phenomenal soloist. Who did you listen to as a young person?
Oh my God, Ema Sumac.
Who is that? Tell us who that is.
She is an opera singer, and she could sing like really high, and her voice was it was so unique and different. And I'm like, oh wow, I like that. I like her. And Mahalia Jackson.
Well, yes.
I remember when she died, Mahalia Jackson, when she died, and around our house it was so somber. I said, what happened? I could just feel the sorrow. My grandmothers were like, oh my God, Mahalia Jackson is gone. And I said, oh my God, that's, I could just feel the presence in the room. It was really very sorrowful. They loved Mahalia Jackson.
In your household, it was.
Yes, sir.
So, look, some people that don't sing gospel still think she's alive. They still think, man, is Mahalia gonna be there?
She gonna be there?
No, Mahalia's not gonna show. I'm so sorry.
No, she can't make it this time.
Wow. So, is there any other gospel artists that you really like, kind of just patting yourself after at this point? Modern day?
Modern day, I'd have to say no one.
No one. You are a trip.
Yeah, I love so many of the artists, and it's really kind of hard to say, which one is my favorite and who I pattern myself after. People say that I sound like Patti LaBelle. Do you think that's true?
To some degree.
Oh.
Yeah. You have a higher range than she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, Patti LaBelle. She's not gospel. So you couldn't think of anybody else that I sound like?
So let me tell y'all, Jackie Hawkins is a mess. If anybody wants to reach you, as far as to come sing at their church, how would they reach you?
Well, they can email me at jg1847 at gmail.com, or you can text me or call me at 240-398-0508.
And if anybody wishes to get their hair did, how can they find you for that?
They can call me 240-398-0508. I'm located in Capitol Heights, Maryland, not too far from the Home Depot. And the name of my business is Livingstone Designs by Jackie.
Last question.
Yes.
Any future aspirations? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I think I'd like to have another salon. So I'd like to have
expansion.
a number 2. Yes.
That's okay. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
that would be great. I don't know where, but I think I'd like to have another salon.
Well, I believe if it's in your gifting, then it's already in the Lord's will.
I believe
it's
so.
It's going to happen.
I believe so.
I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend. Well, hold on. We can talk about your preaching. Oh my God! Just one more minute, y'all. Hold on for a second. How long have you been preaching?
Well, I got saved in October of 1988. I answered the call in 91. And I've been preaching and singing since then.
So y'all, she can preach, sing, and do your hair whether you're living or you're dead.
That's right. Yeah, you don't have to be alive to experience me.
Yeah, but you don't get paid but once. Listen, y'all, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
This has been a pleasure.
It really has.
We hope to have you back.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend Jacquelyn Hawkins.
For more information on how to become a guest on Real Talk with Phillip Carter, or for general inquiries, please email us at realtalkwithphillipcarter@yahoo.com. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Real Talk with Phillip Carter.